we can have a crop growing just as the volunteer spring wheat. But in this case, we also planted some different cover crops into the stubble. And we chose a number of different legumes as well as broadleaf crops. Legume, the pea, also surrounded by the volunteer spring wheat. Field pea is one of the legumes that has a great ability to fix biologically nitrogen. Cowpea is a legume, but it is also a warm season crop. Typically is seeded if you plant early in the summer, but there is a big risk if you plant late into the fall. This year we had an early frost in the first week of September, and the cowpea, which is very sensitive to cold temperature, froze. So it is not recommended to use a warm season crop in your mixture when you plant at the end of the season. Brassicas is cool season crops. They have the tendency to grow really well into the late season. Radishes, in this case, have the ability to make a deep taproot and loosen the ground. We planted the winter camelina into the wheat stubble, and we see a combination of the spring wheat and the camelina. In this case, the camelina is relatively small, but it will survive the winter and will start to regrow. All the small grain is spring wheat and will die off. So we will have a cover next spring. A common winter annual is winter rye. In this case, we planted the winter rye and we have the volunteer spring wheat. The winter rye is established right now and it will survive the winter, whereas the wheat will die. So next spring, the rye will continue its growth and will cover the ground throughout the season.